Hello everyone, myself Anand Kumar HN. So today in today's session we are going to start with third module. So in the last previous sessions we discussed about various things in Python. In module 1 we covered so many topics related to introduction to Python, basics of Python. In module 2 we discussed about different data structures in Python like list, tuple, dictionary and strings, and we discussed various methods in that data structures. Okay, in third module we are going to learn about pattern recognition using regular expression. Okay, so Python has a specific module called regular expression, RE. It is called as RE module. So using that module you can perform some pattern matching operations. So what is regular expression? What is a regular expression? It is a expression, it's a form of expression or form of a syntax used to identify particular pattern of string. Yes or no? Regular expression. Let us say what is the regular format of email IDs? Email ID, if I say email ID, what is the regular format? Email ID is nothing but there will be a text followed by @ symbol. Again there is a something called text, again dot operator. Either you have some comma or word or dot in word. In general I can say there is a word @ symbol followed by again @ symbol. So this is the general syntax of email IDs. How do you identify email IDs? Let us say words or letters @ symbol some words, or I can say some characters @ symbol characters, or let us say letter @ symbol letter. So these are the this is how you identify email IDs. So to identify email ID, let us say you have to write a regular expression. You have to write a regular expression such a way that if you give any input, that regular expression will tell you whether that particular string is a email ID or not. True or false again. If you should write a regular expression such a way that it should identify a email ID. Assume that you have written email ID like this, initially @ symbol then words and some more words. Then it cannot be a email ID. Your regular expression should say that it is not a proper email ID. Okay. Yes or no? Assume that you have written some words @ symbol and some numbers. After @ symbol there are some numbers. Then again it is not a proper email ID. Then how do you identify date of birth? How do you identify date of birth? So date of birth format you will be knowing. DD, that is date, month, year. So DD, that is you should have 2 digits of numbers. You can have dash or you can have slash, whatever you want, dash or slash followed by again 2 digits. We don't know whether it's a month or not. Later we will come to a conclusion. But at least I should have 2 digits, not 3 digits. Then followed by 4 more digits. Right. This is how you identify proper date. Not date of birth, it cannot be date of birth. Let us say date. So if you want to identify date, it should have 2 digits, hyphen, 2 digits, hyphen and 4 digits. Once you have a proper format, later you can check whether it's a valid date or invalid date. Here we are not writing whether it's a valid date or invalid date. Later we can think about that. Okay. For even we can write a regular expression to accept valid dates. Even that is possible. Okay. But date format is this. Let us say if you write today is 8th October 2020, it's a valid date. What if I interchange some numbers, 80, 25, 5199, whether I can call this as a date? No, it is not a proper date, but at least I can identify this as this particular string is in date of birth format. This is in date of birth format, but it is not a valid date. That code we should write to check whether it's a valid or not. How do you check it's a valid or not? Based on the numbers. So first digit, what are the possible numbers on first digit? Possible numbers, that is how you identify it's a valid date or not. The range, this range can be from 1 to 12. This range should be from 1 to 31st. This range will be some range, let us say 1000 to let us say 2000 2020, like this. So this is how you identify a date of birth. In the same way, let us consider phone number. How do you identify a phone number? Let us say Indian mobile numbers. I am not considering landline numbers, just mobile numbers. How do you identify Indian mobile numbers? You cannot have simply a mobile number. You should have country code also. For that, let us say you have +91 followed by some 10 digits of numbers. 10 digits of numbers. Let us say 8660732626. It's my phone number. So I am writing my own phone number. This is the valid mobile number. If you say it is a valid mobile number, how do you identify? There should be a character called plus. It's a character, plus character. You cannot write negative, minus sign, or else you cannot write star, or you cannot say dollar. It should be plus symbol. Then there should be a character called, specifically there should be 91 character 91. Okay, then followed by there should be 10 digits of numbers. 10 digits of numbers. That is how you identify a mobile number. Assume that you have 9 digits, then again it's not a valid. If you have 91 or if you have 19, then it is not a valid. That is how you recognize a patterns. That is called as pattern recognition. There is a common format, common patterns that should be recognized using a regular expression. There is a specific module for that in regular expression. Okay. First we will understand how to recognize particular pattern without using what? Without using regular expression, normal way, without using any predefined function. Let us try to analyze the concept without using regular expression. Let us say, let me give a problem statement. I will give a string. So you need to identify whether it is a valid mobile number. How do you identify? If I give any mobile number, you should tell me whether it is a valid mobile number or not. So as we know, the mobile number is made up of how many characters, including digits. I consider everything as a character. How many characters? 10 digits, and there are 91 prefix plus there is a plus symbol. Totally there are 13 characters. Your mobile number, first condition, the first valid condition is your mobile number should be of 13 characters. 13 characters. That is the first case. What is the second level of checking? Second level of checking is whether the first character is plus symbol. This is the first checking. Second checking is whether the first character is a plus symbol. If any other symbol, then it is not a valid. Any other character, it is not a valid. Then next, second character and third character. Second character and third character should be 9 1. Not, it cannot be interchanged. 1 9 also it is false. The second character should be 9. Third character should be 9 1. That is the third checking. Fourth checking is there should be 10 digits. There should be 10 digits. 10 digits. Only digits, not any other characters. Let us say you have plus 9 1 followed by 5 digits. Then you have in between you have some characters. Then again it is not a valid. Okay, these are the 4 checks we should perform. First is the length of the input string. Then we need to check whether the first character is plus symbol. Next we need to check other two characters are 9 1. Then we need to check whether it is a digit, whether all the characters are digits. Okay, so this is how we perform the checking of mobile number. Let us write a program for that. Let us consider a function. Let us say I am considering is phone or is phone number, and I will consider a number. Let us say I consider as a text because I am reading as a string. I will consider as a text. Then you should write colon. So is phone number, I am writing my own function and I am taking a phone number as a input. Later we will pass this phone number over here. Okay, what is the first condition we need to check? What is the first condition we need to check? Whether it's a 13 character. For that, what I should do? So I should perform txt, if condition, if len function of txt is not equal to, let us say not equal to 13. As I said, it is a 13 characters. If the length of the text is not 13 characters, let us say I will return colon, I will return false. Return let us say false. I am returning a boolean value. Return false. Okay. Next, let us say if the text is exactly 13 characters, then what I should check? I should check whether the first character is a plus symbol. So for that I will perform if txt of 0 is not equal to plus, okay, then I should return back again. Return, I am not writing here else if ladder, because if I perform else if ladder, it will check only one condition and it will not check other conditions. So here if the condition is true, so return false. I am writing not equal to. If not equal to if length of not equal to 13, if it is true, then return false. If the condition is false, it will go to next condition. If the number is equal to 13, then it should go to next condition. It should check whether the first character is a plus symbol. If it is not a plus symbol, then again return false. There itself. If you have entered 13 character, but the first character itself is not plus symbol, then I should return it back. Then what is the next condition? I need to check whether the two characters are 9 1. Again I need to write one more condition. If, how do you access two characters? If text of what? 1 2 3. How do you say 1 2 3? First character, second character, third character is not included, right? So you have phone number, let us say as I already have written 9186 073 2626. So 0th character, first character, second character. First character I am checking whether it is a plus symbol. Next I am checking whether the character 1, character 2 are 9 1. So if text of 1 2 3 is not equal to 9 1, then return false. This is one more return. Okay. Next, what about other 10 characters? How to check other 10 characters? So we can check whether these are decimal values. Is decimal, correct? There is a function called is decimal function. So using that I can check whether from character 3 to all other characters, or else you can say 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, means till 13. From 3 to 13, if it is a decimal numbers, decimal numbers. So I should not have any dot, or I should not have any character in between. Let us say if you have any character or if you have any extra character, then it is not a phone number. It should be a decimal values. For that I am writing one more if condition. If text of 3 to 13 is dot is decimal. There is a decimal function, is decimal function. It will check whether the particular text is decimal or not. Particular text is a decimal or not. So here, if text of 3 to 13, so where is 12, 13 is decimal. I am checking is decimal. So I am writing not equal to again. If not of, this will return true or false. Not of text of dot is decimal. If it is not a decimal, again you should say return false. Finally return false. So these 4 conditions I am checking. First initially checking whether it is a length of 13, whether it is a first character is a plus symbol, 2 characters are 9, 1, then other 10 characters are decimal numbers. Okay. Finally, if all the conditions true, then I should what? Finally I should return true. Okay. If so and so, I am writing if of this. Okay. So if any one condition fails, it will come out with the function as a false result. So how do you access now? Okay, here we have written a small error. So we cannot have not symbol over here, not symbol, because it is a not equal to. This will return true or false Boolean values. So to perform Boolean values, we need to write a not keyword. If not of this, if I get this is the decimal, if you have entered all 10 characters as decimal number, then you will get true of not, it is false. If it is a false, so if of false, it will return false. Okay, it's correct. We have a text. Assume that you have not entered decimal values. In between you have entered some characters, 866 C7073, like that. Then what happens is text of is decimal, you will get false as a result. Not of false is true, so that is if of true, so it will return false. Okay, if you have entered all the numbers as decimal, then you will get true. Not of true is false, then if condition fails, it will not return back. Finally it will come here, return true. Okay, now how to call this particular program? Let us say for that I can write input symbol. Let us take phone ph is equal to input, enter your phone number. I am asking you to enter a phone number that will be stored in phone. Then I will call if of is phone number of ph. So inside the function, inside the if statement only I am calling that function. Is phone number of what? Is phone number of txt, phone number I am passing. So if it returns true value, then I should display what? Print valid phone number, else print invalid phone number. So this is how you call this particular function. You have an input statement. Assume that you have entered plus 91866 0732626. You have entered the number, then this number is a text. It is actually text. It is not a number. It will be treated as a text. It will go to a function. It will check whether the length is 13. Yes, length is 13 characters. Then it will go to next condition whether the text of 0 is plus symbol. Yes, it is a plus symbol. The condition fails. Whether text 1 to 3 is 91. Yes, actually it is a 91. Then whether E is decimal, other 10 characters are decimal characters. Yes, they are decimal characters. Again the condition fails. Return true. So return back the result as true result. So if of true is, so it will go inside the if condition, valid phone number. Assume that if you have entered a dollar, obviously it will not get accepted. If you have entered 92, second condition fails, correct. Or if you have entered extra one digit, then the first condition itself fails. So it will what? Return false. So if you have entered one character, let us say A, character A, then again it is a last condition fails, then again it will return back. So you will get a invalid phone number. This is how you recognize a particular pattern manually without writing any extra regular expression functions. Means it is a tedious job. To recognize a single phone number, I have to write this much of code. This is a very difficult job for me to identify other characters. If I wanted to know, let us say if my phone number is consisting of +91 colon again 866 colon 073 colon 2626. If my mobile number is like this, how do you identify? Again you need to write so many conditions. The first character is +91. Again there should be a dash. For that you need to write again that. Again there should be 3 digits. You need to write one more condition for first 3 digits. Again dash, another 3 digits. Again dash, other 4 digits. This is a pattern. 3, 3, 4, and there should be a dash. Just like date of birth. You need to write again the code. Again you need to write some more code. It is difficult for the coder to code everything manually. So for that, regular expression concept comes into the picture. Where you have some predefined regular expression characters, let us say to identify particular digit or whether it's a character. Okay, for everything we have a predefined methods. Using that you can easily identify particular patterns. For the same program, let us say you can think of one more way. Here where I am writing my phone number directly, right? Here you are writing your phone number, you are taking input in the direct way. You are directly entering your phone number with 13 digits or let us say 15 digit with some error. But what if I give a large text in between there is a phone number? You need to tell me whether that particular sentence is made up of what? Made up of phone number or not, whether it is made up of valid phone number or not. If the phone number present, you should say a phone number found. Otherwise, it should say a phone number not found. Did you understand the definition, problem statement? So here you are entering a phone number directly, you are checking whether the phone number is valid or invalid. My question is, next level of question is, you need to enter some sentence. Hello, how are you? Hi, Anand. Is this your phone number? And +91866607322626. How are you? Is Mysore is a great place, like this. You have a big sentence, in between you have some digits or phone number. You need to identify whether it is a valid phone number or not. Okay, how do you do that? You have to do manually. I will show that code how to do manually, but still you have a regular expression concept for that. So if you have any big text, if you want to identify particular pattern, you can simply use some search, let us say search function or some find all or search method. You give some parameter to it, it will tell you whether the particular character is present or not, or particular form of pattern or regular pattern is found or no, whether it is present or not. Let us say if you want to know, let us say you have large text file and in that you have so many dates. If you want to identify only the dates, whether a particular line consisting of date or not, then you can write a small regular expression program. Okay. Let us modify this program. Assume that you have entered not directly, you have not entered phone number. Let us say you have entered like this: my phone number is, this is the large text, 262626. In this way you can consider very large text. In the middle you have a phone number. If my phone number is so and so, for that what you should do, you need to access this text from starting to ending. For that I will write a for loop, for I in range. What is the range? So it's a length of phone number, or let us consider text, 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 length of text. Some user has entered some text. I'm going to check whether it consisting of phone number or not. For that I am writing for I in range, means now I is pointing here. Okay, yes or no? Next, what I should do, I should get the 13, look, my phone number is 13 character length plus 91, 13 character length. So for that, if I start from here, I need to consider first 13 characters, including this, my my space ph no, like this. Correct. So first I will consider first 13 characters. So for that what I will do, I will write ph, phone number. Phone number is equal to what? So it is text of I comma till what? I plus, that is 0 plus 13. 0 plus 13, whether it is 13, 10, 10 plus 2, 12, 12, 13. So I should write 14 characters. Is it correct? So here it is correct. 3 plus 13, 0, 1, 2, okay, 12, 13, correct, it's correct. So here what you will do, it's a 13. If you write 13, then you will be considered with 0 to 12 characters. 0 plus 13 is 13 characters. 13 means it will consider from 0 to 0 to what? 0 to 12 character, but I want 13 character. I think here it is wrong. 0, 1, 2, 3 from here. 3, okay, 10 character. Here it is a 10 character, it's not a problem. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's a 13. It's correct. But what about here? If you start from here, 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a phone number. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 characters. So 12 means 13 characters here. So till 12, 0 to 12 you need to consider 0 to 12, that is 0, 0 to 12. So once you consider the chunk, once you consider 13 characters, what you should do? You should call is phone number function. You have 13 characters. Now you check whether this 13 character are phone number. Let us say if those 13 characters are not phone number, let us shift. You remove m, you shift from here, because you don't know from where your phone number is starting, whether it is starting from here, you don't know exactly where it is starting. Okay, if you are intelligent enough, you can write where is plus symbol. From that from there you can start finding the phone number. That is also good. So first for I in j, if I is equal to plus symbol, then from where you can take 13 characters. Even that is good. Yes or no? Instead of taking 13 characters, okay, these 13 characters are not matching with phone number. Then starting with y character, 13 characters. So like that you can keep on incrementing the for loop. Yes or no? Other way is find the plus symbol. Once you find the plus symbol, from there you consider 13 characters, including plus you consider 13 characters. But what is the problem? In between, if you have plus symbol, this will be treated as a phone number. That is not correct. Okay. For that, what we will do, once we got 13 characters, then we will check whether it is a phone number or not. For that, I will write again if of is phone number of PH. Again print statement, print phone number found. There is a phone number. Then break. Don't continue with the loop. Just break the loop. Else, okay, no else. So there itself we will not decide there is no phone number. Once the for loop ends, then only we will decide whether it is a phone number or not. For that you can consider let us say some instead of return false, I can say return 0, return 0, return 0, return 0 and return 1. Okay, I am returning, if the phone number not found, return 0, finally return 1. So here you can consider a, let us say temp is equal to initially, let us say 0, temp is 0. So if phone number found, so make temp is equal to is phone number of PH. So you are calling is phone number method and you are passing PH as a input. It will go if the phone number found, here in my case first character itself it is not a plus symbol. There are 13 characters but first symbol is not a plus symbol. Then what happens? It will return 0. 0 will be stored over here. So again it will go back to a for loop. So if you want to check, you can write if of temp, means if of 1 is true, if of temp, then print phone number found, and break the loop. Finally assume that again it will shift to next condition. From starting from y it will take 13 characters, starting from space, like that. When it comes to plus symbol, it will be called, function will be called, it will return 1. So when 1 is stored, if of 1, so phone number found, break. Okay, finally processing all the characters. So immediately when the phone number found, again it will not check further, again it will not shift from here. So when the phone number found, it will break. Okay, what else is the phone number not found? Again we need to write condition if not of temp, temp is 1, if in the case the successful execution temp is 1, otherwise okay, temp will be 0 initially. Okay, we need to initialize temp is equal to 0. Initially temp will be 0. If no phone number found, assume that we have entered here MITM, along with phone number you have some characters. Obviously there is no phone number at all. If you process all the characters, there is no phone number. Okay, then what happens? So temp is 0, 0 not of 0 is 1. So print phone number not found. Phone number not found. Okay, this is the explanation. This is how you make a program to accept any string and checking whether that particular string or particular sentence is made up of some phone number. Again, it is somewhat complicated. Here I am trying to, this is not a regular expression, real regular expression. Actually, this is how the manually regular expression works. But in Python it is very simplified. I am telling you how a manual regular expression works, how we check particular pattern manually without the help of any pattern recognition method. Okay, this is how you recognize a phone number from a sentence.